Ladies and gentlemen, it's another week, which means another fantastic edition of Overdrive Pride. Joining me, as always, is a 2.5G PNG of Power, Elias Storm, and I am your general manager, Stanley L. Brewer. Elias, number one, I hate you. Number two, I'm glad to be back for another week of Overdrive Pride programming. If you missed Overdrive Glory, don't watch it. For the love of God, don't traumatize your kids. I'm excited for another week of Pride action.
Well, you should 100% watch Overdrive Glory.
No, you can skip it this week later than I can every week.
Because Edge made history yet again, and he is now the 9th-time defending champion of the Internet Championship, which means, again, next week, when he hits 10, he'll be cashing in to get that Galactic Championship opportunity. And could you imagine
you see the
Edge Adam Copeland, the Overdrive Glory star, walking into Phoenix Rising with the Galactic Championship?
The worst part about all of this is that whole Internet Championship shit on your brand with Cardona, that began as a fucking rib, okay? You fucking Kevin Nash fucking, like, late 90s, early 2000s, booking WCW Thunder ribbed me, dude. And that ain't fucking cool.
Look how great it turned out. Now because of me, the lineage for the Internet Championship. Now because of me, the lineage for the Internet Championship is one of the best in the company's history. How many champions you say they successfully defended their title 9 times?
But you have to realize the fucking Edge does the goddamn unthinkable. That ruins Rollins Roulette. That video package I spent hours of my life, days even, pouring my heart into to make, is going to be for nothing if Rollins ain't the champion going into Phoenix Rising. This is bullshit.
I mean, that's not. It doesn't mean anything. It just goes from Rollins Roulette to Edge's wild card.
That's not even alliteration. All right, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go into social media graphics before I get even more pissed because
you think of an E term for gambling.
You could have at least gone like Edge's advantage or some shit like that.
That's not alliteration either. Fuck that. It's EA.
It's a little closer than fucking whatever the hell.
At least wildcard's gambling related.
Hell, call it Edge's execution if you want to. There's your fucking alliteration.
You're the one who mentioned alliteration, not me.
It's because alliteration sells, Elias. God, did you not take a marketing class in college? Jesus.
I took 3.
People,
and they were all
then you know
stupid.
that people like catchy names, Elias. Jesus Christ.
Which is why the Dream Open exists.
Anyways, well, let's get in the blue sky. I'm tired of listening to this fucking 2.5 dimensional tentacle motherfucker. Anyway, we got some tweets. A lot of things have been happening here on Pride in the past couple of weeks. As we know, last week, Imperium
Yeah, you got people getting jumped in the parking lot and shit. What kind of show are you running?
It's just me. We can't afford security. Anyways, Gunther taking the blue sky to say, what happened to my shoulders is a travesty for this great sport, of course. Imperium mysteriously getting beat up before their match last week in the Grand Reset. And Gunther going on to say they will be out for the immediate future. I will be addressing the issue soon. And by soon, we mean tonight. Gunther will be making his presence known after the 3rd match on the evening. It will be interesting to see what he has to say. And then next up, Bayley. Of course, the Prideful Women Championship scene has gotten all kinds of messed up in the past few weeks. Of course, Athena still waiting in the wings as Miss Break the Ceiling, but Zoey Stark, a victory over Bayley, a clean one, hitting the Z360 middle of the ring. Bayley was staring up at the lights and she skeeted out. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed regarding the Prideful Women's title. I will open...
Well, pause. You did not just say what you just said.
I did say what I just said. I will open Pride with some remarks next week. So Bayley gonna be in front of the OCW universe, of course, against Stark, now #1 contender. We'll have that match at Phoenix Rising, but Athena again also being right on her tail. And then next up, the 2-time United States champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman had just one shot in the chamber, and he hit Mox square between the eyes, skeeting out. I shot Mox in the back of the head, then I backshotted your mom, took back what was rightfully mine, #TrueAmerican, but had to make clear that he wasn't referring to a certain other bandanaed asshat. And the thing is that MJF will be kicking off our show tonight. He actually has a message for the OCW Nebula, and from what he told me, it is all about that United States Championship. And then Shelton Benjamin, who advanced in the Grapplers Cup last week in seemingly controversial, well, it's not seemingly, in somewhat controversial fashion, getting a count-out victory over Io Sky, a hard-fought battle. Shelton tweeting out, "Once my time chasing the cup is up, let's run that back." Shelton Benjamin, of course, the mat, and much like other people, very sacred to him. A very, very, very honorable man, because his mama raised him well. And I, for one, am very, very much looking forward to that rematch. But now, let's go ahead and get into the card for tonight. As we mentioned, Maxwell Jacob Friedman will open up the show with some words and address the United States title. And then after that, we got Group D action in the Grapplers Cup, where we will see one of our first surprise entrants. It will be Serena Deeb, one half of the Mages of Mayhem, taking on a mystery opponent. And after that, the halfway point, it is the final match in the Grand Reset. The Street Profits and Ace Empire have clinched their spots. Now they're waiting to see who the third and final team will be. It will be the winners of Faction Frenzy, the House of Black, going up against Matt and Nick Jackson, the Prideful Elite. And then, on the other side of the intermission, ladies and gentlemen, unprecedented match here in OCW, as Chad Gable will be on Overdrive Pride, as he has a spot in the Grapplers Cup, and he will also be facing a mystery opponent. Of course, Chad Gable, as of right now, one of Glory's only entrants. And I love Chad Gable. It's part of the reason I gave it to him. I swear to God, if we get a fucking 8 to 11 seed March Madness run, I'm going to be so upset. I might quit. I might fucking quit. I'm gonna be that upset. God. Anyways, I'm not gonna think about that. I'm already gonna have nightmares for the next 2 weeks in anticipation of and the aftermath of Gary going up against Edge. But maybe this next match will lift my spirits. Our semi-main event, we talked about Bayley addressing the future of the Prideful Women's title next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2 women hold the right to #1 contendership right now. Miss Break the Ceiling, Athena, and the #1 contender, Bayley's opponent for Phoenix Rising, Zoey Stark. Now, we know in the alternate universe, Zoey Stark recently, unfortunately, coming off the top rope, knee did not necessarily go the way she wanted to. Gruesome injury. Thankfully, portal technology and, a little bit of fairy dust and all that, she's cleared to compete here. But in the alternate universe, we wish her a safe and speedy recovery. Very sorry about that, Zoe. You will always be one of our favorites. And then, in the main event, these two decided to stop talking and start fighting. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, match 1 of a best of 5 between 2 men who absolutely despise each other. We have the man of 1,000 finishers, the man of many O's. We have Moose going up against Drew McIntyre. So much history between these two. And again, no words, just fisticuffs. These two are going to beat the ever-living shit out of each other. And before we get into everything else for tonight, I do want to explain a little bit how the best of 5 came to be. Of course, as we know, Moose beating up McIntyre on the first edition of Pride for OCW 2.0. Their history going all the way back to Wichita, Kansas. Now, both these men came bursting into my office, blew right through the invisible door, didn't even knock. McIntyre got there first. He was screaming at me. Moose came into the office, made a snide remark. They nearly destroyed my office. They started fighting right there. I screamed at them. I had told them if they're going to settle it, they're going to settle it in the ring. They told me one match isn't enough, so I told them fine. Best of 5, beat the shit out of each other, sell me some goddamn tickets, and I have full faith that they are going to do just that. I'm very excited for that main event. Depending on how long this goes, this could be a feud that carries into Phoenix Rising. We will just have to see, but very much looking forward to those two finally meeting in the ring face to face.
Absolutely. I'm super excited for this. I've been on Moose's side the entire time. We will never forget the Wichita Screwjob. I hope he wins. I really
do. You and me both. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, your United States champion, is about to make his presence known. Yep, and here he comes. Probably should have said here he comes. Of course, Max now a 2-time United States champion. We'll see what he has to say in regards to his big belt.
Troglodytes, alright, big word.
Calling himself main character Jacob Freeman. That's pretty hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like Max, alright. Charles Manson.
Ooh. Oh, that's a cop-out.
Good old-fashioned eliminator.
An open challenge eliminator match. Who's going to answer the call? All right, well, Maxwell getting ready. Who's going to answer the open challenge?
It's a very good question, honestly.
A pirate?
Oh!
When was that set up? Holy shit! Also, I'm glad that this is still in the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Malachi Black never got his one-on-one rematch when he lost his U.S. title to Hangman Adam Page. Now Malachi Black, I don't know how he managed to get all that set up while also paying off the music guy. But Malachi Black, a chance to earn another shot at the title he never got a rematch for. This is going to be very, very interesting because two different competitors with two different intensity levels. Oh my goodness. Of course, Malachi Black, as we know, the first ever United States champion in company history. And with one fade to black, could very well be on his way to becoming the second two-time United States champion.
Absolutely. Malachi Black, or Aleister Black, now that he's back in the Fed in the alternate universe, is a phenomenal talent. And I think Max may have invited a demon to the tour that he was absolutely not ready for.
Yeah, but the thing about Max, you know him, he's a bit of a demon himself. I mean, again, I say two different intensity levels. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a very interesting match. And guys, I know the budget's tight, but we don't have to linger on the dark shot anymore. We can turn the lights back on. The power bill's been paid. We don't have to conserve energy as much anymore.
Speaking of, I need to do that tomorrow. Shout out the internet.
Yeah. And also, you're paying for that fucking pyro too, so you know that your power bill's won't be higher. And these two locking it up. very quickly. I wish that can that little prompt go away? Hold on.
I don't think so.
Why is it there?
Well, because it's a promo challenge.
All right, well, this is. Oh my God! Still can't land the moonsault even a week later. This. God, everyone trying to do the indie spots this week. I swear to God, dude. I know Max had a brief indie run. Was he in PWG?
He was in MOW.
Ah, makes sense. These two continuing to tie it up in the ring. Maxwell now got him in the headlock. Of course, Max is one in Chicago with the headlock. He's got that thing locked in.
Wrenching at the neck and head.
Malachi Black struggling a little bit.
Yeah, I want to say CZW, MLW, WWE tryout, the NXT thing with Samoa Joe.
That's crazy.
AEW.
He didn't get that fucking tryout, though.
You remember him talking about it with Regal? Regal was like, yeah, you're not good enough yet, but you're almost there. And so...
Oh, wow. Knee to the neck.
Then he did everything else.
They're almost there, and you didn't sign them when your whole thing is getting people who are almost there, if not even there, to get there?
Yeah, but I mean, that was probably like, what, 19, 20, 21-year-old Max?
Mm-hmm. Which,
and so then he did,
fair.
yeah, CZW, MLW. And I think he had one more tryout, and then AEW happened. So he was just like, well, fuck it, I'm going to AEW.
And Max hitting that little drop kick right there. That's the only high-risk move for him that's really hit so far. And, of course, remember, Overdrive Pride adheres to the traditional 10 count. So not as much time for these two guys outside the ring. Malachi now. Again, Maxwell's gone high risk. It's failed both times, and Malachi going to punish him for it. Absolutely punishing the United States champion. And even if it's by countout, that does count, and that would mean Malachi would be the #1 contender. I forget the count of 4. All right, I guess since the stupid self-promo thing won't go away, I'll put like, I don't know, I'll put like subscribe or something up there. And I forget the count of 6 now. And I think Malachi's trying to cripple MJF. No, throws him back in the ring. Okay. Not going for the count-out victory. Uh-oh. Oh, God! The Burdenshire stomp. Here's the cover. Oh, wow! And the United States champion already on the ropes. Malachi Burdenshire Black with the Burdenshire stomp. Now the Burdenshire moonsault, and he misses.
Misses.
The moonsaults are not moonsaulting.
We gotta send people back to moonsault class.
Like, everyone mastered springboard fucking class because everyone was hitting them.
Punch there. Cover.
And Max could steal it
2.
back. No. Emphatic kick out by Malachi. Maxwell, though, a surprisingly aggressive Maxwell Jacob Friedman here tonight.
Leg sweep from MJF there.
Maybe MJF.
Stalking.
Maybe MJF knowing he needs to get victory now. Oh, and looking for... Oh, wow!
Ew. What a knee there. Cover 1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
And Malachi
MJF
Black.
picking up a convincing victory over Malachi Black.
And for now, his United States Championship is safe. Malachi Black not any closer than he was at the beginning of the night to reclaiming.
Should have just put the title on the line at that point. Then he'd have 30 days of bullshit.
Well, if I had to guess MJF's next move, he's probably going to book #1 contendees showcase. I mean, because you know when he was fucking internet champion, he was all about that shit.
For the 2 weeks that he was internet champ. But yeah.
Well, I think he won it twice. I don't know. So many fucking guys have won that thing twice. It's hard to keep track of the ones who have won it once.
Well, Edge has won it once.
Well, but all right, fuck you. Anyway, a very convincing victory by former and very good internet champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman over former United States champion Malachi Black. So, I mean, like I said, you know, MJF pretty much has the future of the belt in his hands. You know he's going to absolutely relish in having that champion's platform. So, you know, we'll definitely hear from him, more from him in the coming weeks. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go back to the Grapplers Cup. We got just a few more first-round matches to go, and this is very much one of them. Group D action, Serena Deeb taking on a mystery opponent. And matches like this are always hard, obviously, because you have no idea who's going to come through the curtain, whose Tron video is going to go up, whose music is going to hit. But Serena Deeb, I mean, she chokes people out for a living. No matter the preparation, she knows the mission. And Deeb wearing gear inspired by her tag team partner, Shayna Baszler. Of course, Baszler losing last week to the It Factor, Bobby Roode. And then, of course, the first two... Of course, Shelton Benjamin beating Io Sky last week. And then in the first two matches of the Grapplers Cup, Ivy Nile with the upset of the century. Serena Deeb trying to be the second woman to move on to the second round. You know, and of course, the first round matchup, Matt Riddle defeating Gunther, tapping him out in the middle of the ring. And of course, we will see Gunther, you know, come out and say some words later. And
oh wow, that's very interesting. Son of Taz himself, the handsome devil. Can he, in his OCW debut, knock off the Professor?
Okay, well, now we gotta get money for his fucking signal. Part of me wants to say we've booked Hook before for, like, the odd battle royale or something, but I don't know. I honest to God can't remember.
Singles debut for sure.
Oh yeah, no, 1,000%. And Hook.
We also got to pay Action Bronson money.
That's true. Of course.
You don't even know.
Hook, very stoic on the way to the ring as he basked in the audience, getting an ovation from the OCW crowd. Of course, Hook, currently in the alternate universe, a trios champion as part of the Ops. Of course, a very dominant FTW champion, being the one to retire the title that his dad brought forth into the world. And now the opportunity of a lifetime. Hook, technically a free agent going into this match. We are underway. And of course, both these locking up. Of course, both these guys submission specialists, hence why they're even in this tournament to begin with. And Hook already showing intensity. Look at him grit his teeth as he locks on the hold. Hook playing no games out the gate here. And Deeb up, managing to slip through. Now got the young man Hook locked in an armbar. Of course, you know Deeb calling himself a professor, much like another professor that we know on this show. Maybe Hook can learn a thing or two from this match, but of course, ultimate goal, move on to the second round. So a chance to live, learn, and win would be awesome as, I almost said Gunther, as Hook reverses the hold, but now Deeb elbowing out of it. Ooh, that was a stiff shot right there. Now Deeb, what's on her mind? Oh, a little springboard, or not springboard, a little something kick action right there. Oh, don't do the moonsault. Oh, that might have been worse. Because Deeb, she might have just exposed the knee as a potential weak spot the way she landed. Now when Hook, already trying to lock something in, trying to go for an early victory here. Oh, nope, okay, just punching, I guess. Oh, wait a minute, now looking for, got the arm locked in, look at this. On top of the but Deeb, she obviously knows a thing or two. Oh, springboard moonsault connects. The third one between the two shows. Deeb has all the rights to show off springboard moonsaults.
Drop down. And
Ooh!
stiff punch to the face. I don't think I would punch Hook like that and expect no real retaliation.
I mean, but
Equal opportunist.
well, but think who Serena's learning from. Shayna Baszler, of course. Baszler, a former MMA fighter, so you know that had to be a stiff shot. Oh, Hook reverses course. What's he thinking here?
Whatever it is, it's not gonna be pretty.
No, it's not. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness!
Jesus Christ.
Hook
Swinging
sending
her from the
Deeb.
top rope.
Slinging her crashing to the mat. Hook is fired up. The usually stoic Hook showing a lot of emotion here tonight. Oh, Deeb, what a punch! God, you could absolutely feel that from here. That made a loud noise. Now Deeb, middle of the ring. Hook trying to fight out of it.
Hook with the elbow.
Doesn't take him much.
Clothesline.
Now Hook.
And another.
House of Fire.
And another.
I gotta wonder what's going through the mind of the cold-hearted, handsome devil. Of course, this is a man who could stand up just about anybody. Exploder suplex.
Now, taking full advantage.
Another
suplex.
It's absolutely throwing her over the head. Of course, Hook, son of the human suplex machine. Oh, and Hook. Oh, that's a careful to clutch. That's in the middle of the ring. Oh!
And Serena has no choice but to tap Hook, tapping her out with her tag team partner's finisher. No need to see Red Rum tonight.
Well, honestly, careful to clutch and Red Rum are kind of the same when I think about it.
Yeah.
Though usually, the way Hook always locks it in, though, it's always kind of jump on the back and lock it in. Well, either way, it's still a rear naked choke at the end of the day.
Yeah, pretty much.
And absolutely.
Well, yeah, it's a Half Nelson, right? Yeah.
An absolutely stellar debut for the cold-hearted, handsome devil, and now both members of the Majors of Mayhem already out of the Grapplers Cup. I mean, obviously that can't be good for morale, but Hook's morale absolutely through the roof. I mean, you could see it. The usually stoic Hook was absolutely pumped up in that ring. He obviously seems very excited to be here in OCW. And, well, but the Grapplers Cup has a chance to tangle with the very best and possibly earn one of the biggest opportunities of his career if he can manage to make it all the way to the finals.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to see if he can make it past the next round. But really interesting tag team action coming up here now with a grand reset involved.
Of course, as we mentioned earlier, House of Black, winners of Faction Frenzy. They were the faction that earned Pride's spot in the War Games match at Supremacy. And of course, that
losing effort.
At that match, under-delivered in so many different ways. It's not even funny.
It delivered exactly the way it needed to. Glorious reign supreme. Not only have we already won the pay-per-view, but that was just icing on top.
I mean, just remember which world champion beat who, and for characters who are supposed to be very, very dark, Buddy and Brody were very excited on the way to the ring as they face former Prideful Tag Team Champions in the Young Bucks. The Bucks holding the belts for less than a week because they dropped them right back to RK Bro in a singles match following Battle Scars. Matt and Nick Jackson throwing it back up to their Bullet Club days, throwing up the Too Sweet. Oh, guys, okay, that's coming out of your own fucking chest. No. You guys got EVP money. You pay for that fucking pyro. God damn it.
Even more. But yeah, no. But also, yeah, you know what? You keep bringing up who's world champion pin who and whatever, right? But
yeah.
Not only is that not going to matter because Edge is going to beat Seth Rollins, which will make it worth it. But the fact that Edge has the opportunity to beat Seth Rollins because he beat the dog shit out of Darby Allin, makes it all the more worth it. So yeah, cool. Okada got pinned by Seth Rollins. Only 2 men have pinned Okada in company history. That's fine. But your internet title will be the catalyst where Glory and a Glory superstar hold not one but both world championships, and you have to live with that. So yeah, Okada's sacrifice to make this moment happen, worth it. Now let's watch the Bucks try and not get the shit kicked out of them by House of Black. Clothesline.
Are you still talking? I zoned out.
Yeah, I'm talking about the wrestling match. Why are you not doing your job? Sound by Buddy Matthews there.
Oh, cool. I mean, you know, I was taking a sip of water. I was looking out for my own health, making sure I'm hydrated. All right. I give you the same grace. Anyways, Buddy into the corner, and House of Black's tag team maneuvers is probably the one you want to take the least double shoulder
tackle. Brody, this is not a man you want to meet in a dark alley or a wrestling ring.
Okay, real talk, dude. The Jacksons fucking wrestle in Jordans.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure, because I always kind of noticed that. I always noticed it was like sneakers or like high tops of some kind.
Yeah, for all of their I don't think they've done it their entire career, but for all of the AEW run, they've been wrestling in Jordans.
Oh my god, what a snapmare. Biggest snapmare of all time. Shit, that would put me out. Brody King early victory kick out.
Kofi's been wrestling in Jordans for a while now.
Oh shit.
Up to the corner. Oh, tag team maneuver.
Now Brody, I'm guessing tapping into his inner sting. And Jackson been in this match for a long time already, and finally trying to get some offense. Oh, okay, maybe not. Or maybe so.
Yep, Matt Jackson.
Nope.
Counter. Brody King saying absolutely fucking not.
The sheer size and inevitability of Brody King. He can't figure out the rope situation, though.
Didn't need him. I just went to the corner. Oh no. But Buddy pays for it this time. Neck breaker.
A huge neck breaker. And Brody continuing to show off. House of Black entering this match with a lot of moxie. I don't think we
tag in the neck.
I don't think we've seen them operate as a team since Supremacy. In fact, this right here is...
Wait, no, other way around. This is Matt. Nick just tag out.
I just always say Jackson, just cover my ass.
Yeah, but now they're actually wearing different colors because Matt always wears a headband.
Mm-hmm. What a Hurricane Rana by Jackson, and Jackson preventing the tag by King. And King now has to roll out and then come in.
He's also the shorter one, yeah. You see, in the other one, the calls were the exact same, but yeah, Matt's actually significantly shorter than Nick.
And straight to the cover is Jackson, but a quick kick out by King.
Drop kick. Matt going for the...
Okay, he's just posing.
Yeah.
Oh, Buddy didn't like that, though.
Buddy tagged in when he wasn't paying attention. A Russian leg sweep.
I guess Buddy trying to keep the peace, trying to make sure that no celebration goes unpunished.
Working on the arm.
I guess someone's got to keep order in this company. Matthews Irish rip, and it's about the worst place you want to be.
Matthew Jackson in trouble. Ooh. Oh, punch to the gut. Could have been a lot worse.
I'm surprised he didn't start throwing up.
Irish whip to the corner.
Practice punch into the overhead shot.
What a shot.
And now a quick
tag.
Tag
in the neck. Nick Jackson now.
And the Jacksons, despite some early opposition.
Despite
some early opposition, undaunted by the task at hand. I mean, remember, for about 5 days, these guys were at the top of the Prideful Tag Team division. Of course, winning in Overdrive's first ever TLC tag match.
Tag team maneuver school.
Double back body
Pays
drop.
Off. Double back body drop.
But
the Jackson's road here in OCW has been really interesting.
An ass to the face of the fucking ref, and the ref is down. The Jacksons took out the ref inadvertently.
Matt Jackson actually took out the ref, but now he has Brody up the string.
Oh, shit!
Michinoku driver.
And the ref back up just in time. But yeah, no, saying that Jackson's had an interesting road is an understatement. Again, these are the only, even if it was a multi-tag team match, these are the only guys who have been able to really find any crack in the armor of RK Bro. And if they make it, to the Grand Reset Finals, it's going to be very, very interesting. Of course, Ace Empire, another team that's taken RK Bro to the limit. RK Bro also had some pretty good matches with the Street Profits.
Double back body drop of their own.
Now House of Black seemingly back in control. Oh no, I stand corrected.
Hurricane Rana. Top rope, Matt goes.
Oh!
Into a leg drop.
Floating leg drop, and oh god, just don't moonsault. Just don't moonsault.
I'm gonna go for
drop kick.
Drop kick? Ooh, to the back of the head there.
And across the
Brody
ring,
may be unconscious. Dragging the limp body of Brody King here.
Buddy Matthews, has barely seen any accurate. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. A sharpshooter. Is Brody King Canadian? Guess not, because he indeed did not tap.
Irish whip to the corner.
And now can the
Matt tagged in Nick.
Oh, wait a minute. Super kick party.
Oh, super kick.
Buddy Matthews is right there. Maybe pulling the trigger too early on that super kick. The Jackson's very much in control right now.
Bring the leg drop there.
As Nicholas, I have a ponytail Jackson.
Irish whip to the corner yet again. Tag.
And now Matt Headband Jackson in the ring now. Another double back body drop. Just make that the finisher. I mean, that's obviously way more devastating.
Matt up top. Is he looking for it?
Oh!
450.
What a maneuver by Jackson.
1, 2,
Buddy Matthews.
3 as he stares down Buddy Matthews.
Buddy Matthews couldn't help but stare and all jaw agape. He was paralyzed by the athleticism of Matt Jackson. And the Prideful Elite get it done. Kenny Omega, your #1 contender for the Galactic title, and now the Young Bucks earning the final spot in the tag team #1 contender, triple threat tag team, whatever the flying fuck the match is called. The finals of the Grand Reset. And oh my god, this is interesting. The plot thickens, because think about it. RK Bro, they haven't competed as a tag team in a while. Matt Riddle, of course, being in the Grapplers Cup, chance to become a double champion. At the same time, Prideful Elite, only other tag team champions in Pride's history, could get another 1v1 opportunity. But again, who else is in that match? Street Profits, who have been in the ring longer than anybody in OCW combined, in Ace Empire, one of the few other teams to really take RK Bro to the limit. I'm telling you, the Grand Reset Finals is going to look, it's going to be very, very fucking interesting next week. But congratulations to the Prideful Elite. Those guys could very much be at the top of Pride by the time Phoenix Rising is said and done. Ladies and gentlemen, after that brutal tag team match, we are now about to hear a few words from the ring general Gunther, of course. As we've already talked about, Gunther being defeated by Matt Riddle in the first match of the Grapplers Cup in a week after Imperium, getting jumped backstage by the elevators. We still have not been able to uncover who did it. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough money in the budget for security cameras, but now Gunther is making his way to the ring, and I'm sure he's got a few words to say in regards to everything happening. Let's tune in to the Ring General.
Indeed.
What are you talking about?
You didn't see the...
I think you're crazy, man. You've been seeing some shit these past 2 weeks.
No, we're not. You're not gonna gaslight me.
Gunther making a statement about being a real man. Of course, anyone who knew that, it'd be him and fucking William Regal.
It would never happen on Glory, Gunther. See, okay, yeah, see, I knew it. The lights just went out. You want to call me crazy now?
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. It's Killer Kross. The man who cut the best promo of WrestleMania weekend.
Well, I think we can assume who attacked Imperium.
We don't know shit about shit.
Oh, he dead named him.
He did dead name him. Oh, fuck.
Calling Jey Uso to run of the letter is crazy work, by the way. Unless he's talking about Seth Rollins.
No, the Peacock was referenced.
This is double-sided. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh. He said, "You not important."
I mean, yeah, Gunther's got bigger things to worry about.
I mean, like, who attacked his boys? Like, probably the guy standing in front of him.
Killer Kross is on his own. If you're trying to apply House of Black, he said he walked away from House of Black last week.
Why are we acting like you can't solo two people in wrestling? We see it happen all the time.
I don't know if you saw, but Gunther making fun of the fact Kross couldn't get booked WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, he is a Vegas guy. I'm 95% positive it's the guy standing in front of you. Come on, Roach. Why next week? Why not do it tonight? We got time.
I don't think we do. Look, Kross didn't tell me he was coming out here, right?
Oh. Okay, you had to see it that time, right?
No idea what you're talking about, but Gunther saying he will see Kross next week. Both men, absolute war of words right there. You know, of course, Kross saying that Gunther is nothing like Walter used to be, but Gunther, of course, poking fun of the fact that Kross, you know, much to his chagrin, could not get booked on WrestleMania weekend. You know, of course, Kross last week saying that the urge to kill has returned. Can he kill the man who is seemingly unkillable? I guess we will find that out next week. Also, you need to, like, seriously, man, like, go see a doctor. Like maybe just need some medicine. Listen, we're getting
we're not doing it.
Listen,
no,
we're getting older. We're getting older. It happens. It's okay.
You saw the fucking words.
It's okay.
Not the fucking
you're
PNG.
No, you age
no, the audience saw the words.
But we need modern medicine. This is why we need it.
What we are not about to do is that, like, the fucking license just go out randomly, and then Kross popped up, and words were on the fucking screen, and they were read, and the audience saw it. All right, you're the weirdo. I'm not being gaslit. Fuck you. Moving on. We got a match to get to. Who's in this one?
You know, shame on you. Tell me you're not paying attention. Your guy is in this one. One Chaddington Gable. And he'll be coming out first because he, too, has a mystery opponent for tonight. Now, I will admit, when we conceptualized the Grapplers Cup, I couldn't imagine, a tournament like this without someone like Chad Gable. I mean, you have to remember, I was actively upset when you drafted what was once Alpha Academy away from me, drafting Chad Gable and Otis away from me. And obviously, we have seen those guys not only shine a little bit in the tag division, but more so in their individual efforts. Now, Gable did get swept by Bryan Danielson, but Otis, a former world heavyweight champion, and Chad Gable could very well take a step towards becoming galactic champion, further cementing, the pair's immaculate singles runs But when you look at it, Otis is 1,000% done better than Gable so far.
Of course, and that tension obviously led to the breakup of Alpha Academy, just like in the Fed. Now American
Oh,
Made
I
is
didn't
the
know that.
thing. Alpha Academy, Alpha Academy consists of Akira Tozawa, who's not currently signed, Maxine Dupree, who's currently not signed, and Otis. Well, obviously, yeah, the Creeds are wearing American Made gear now. You thought
But
you thought I was just gonna
I mean, I don't know. Crazier shit's happened. New
continuity
Day's still
matters.
together. But anyway, speaking of unsigned, how
Oh yeah,
about
because that's
this?
bullshit.
How about this? An
Oh,
unsigned free agent, Pete Dunne. Your
my boy Bud.
your second. Don't call him that. Yeah, listen, I know you're 2.5 dimensions, but that half dimension makes enough of a difference that Pete Dunne could kill you if he hears
I'll
you
banish
calling
him to
him.
the shadow realm. He's not signed here. I don't care what happens to him. It's a very dark place.
Oh God. But yeah, Pete Dunne. This is his OCW debut, of course. At one point, very recently holding tag team gold as one half of the New Catch Republic, and that's really about it. He's been very underutilized on the main roster. Like, I'm surprised they did more with him as fucking Butch, even though that whole thing was stupid.
Pete Dunne being Butch led to Big E's neck being broken. So stupid.
And the fans cheering on Chad Gable very early.
Chad Gable overpowering Pete Dunne.
And of course, Gable, one of the first Glory stars to see action on Pride, since the lead up to Supremacy, when of course we were mix and matching the roster every single week. And Gable off to a hot start, trying to make the most of the
Well,
situation.
Edge was here last week.
Okay, only besides that, woo! What a move by Gable.
Oh, okay.
And of course, Pete Dunne, probably one of the purest grapplers out there. Of course, a former NXT UK champion, former tag team champion with Matt Riddle, the Broserweights. One of the many short-lived tag teams of the pandemic era, man. Just so many great tag teams that just weren't given the time, either because of the pandemic itself, restricting travel, or in some cases just releasing guys just cause. Be done.
Yeah.
Done now. Oh, trying to lock in that arm. Oh my goodness, look at this. Pete Dunne.
Trying to tap out Chad Gable, but Gable, the strength of the former Olympian.
Oh my goodness, but Gable stumbling a little bit. Definitely holding that arm a bit weirdly, but already getting back to
Arch
work.
whip.
Oh, Snapdragon.
Oh, Snapdragon suplex.
Absolutely brutal suplex that taken out Gable. Cross body.
See, those work.
Yeah, those been working all night.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one didn't. I spoke too soon. Jinx it.
But the problem is that one of Gable's signature moves is a moonsault. So, I mean, he might be fucked here.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He'll be
Yeah, Gable's a professional. Yeah. Pete Dunne.
Done. Oh, right to the back of the
clubbing
head.
blow to the back there.
Pete Dunne doing everything he can to maintain control in this match. And again, Dunne, not only one of the purest grapplers, one of the most intense. A match I often think about is his NXT title match with Finn Balor, where after the match, when Finn went to do his usual, two-gun point, he could not move his fingers. Pete Dunne absolutely destroying Balor's fingers in that match. That was actually the match that Adam Cole turned heel.
Yeah.
Because that happened right at the end. Which, can we just say, fucking the Finn Balor Kyle O'Reilly matches were both so good.
Yeah, that whole little saga of Kyle, Finn, Adam, and then obviously the Johnny Gargano heel turn when Finn showed up and debuted. That whole year run was insane for all of them.
Oh yeah. And the straps are dropping for Chad Gable, the man formerly known as Shorty G. Shorty G might be looking for the Shorty Lock.
Never, ever say those words in the same sentence ever again. Pete Dunne countering.
Pete Dunne looking to stand tall, looking to lock something in. Powerbomb.
Powerbomb.
Of course, you don't win by pinfall, you win by submission. I think Pete Dunne. And then there he is, working on the
Locking
arm.
in
Middle of the ring.
Gable, though.
Does Gable have the strength to do it again? And the same arm.
Oh,
just barely. But again, Chad Gable stumbling. Working on the arm. That makes his shorty lock a lot less effective. Now Gable trying to regain control of the match. Oh, looking for the roll through. Chaos Theory.
What a maneuver.
One of the most perfect suplexes in the game. But Pete Dunne unfazed by it. He said, giving me some more. Pete Dunne, an absolute alpha male of a man.
Pete Dunne. Irish whip.
Irish whip, and Dunne a little bit too early trying to hold. Uh-oh.
Oh, bitter end.
Oh,
bitter end
Lord.
connect. But again, submission maneuvers are what matters here.
And he's got the arm. He's got locked in again. Pete Dunne has it locked in again to defeat Chad Gable to ruin Elias's hopes and dreams. Everything on the line right here to tap out Shorty G. Shorty G doesn't tap. His arms are too
My
short
hopes
to
and
do
dreams.
so.
Nah, buddy. That's what Edge is for.
Oh, what
German.
a suplex. Shut the fuck up. His name is Cope. And now...
You brought it up. His name is Edge. The trademark is fired.
Oh, done. Moonsault, and he misses.
Moonsault misses.
Can't hit moonsault for
dumbass.
shit.
Oh my god.
Overhead release German suplex. Chad Gable is unamused by the moonsault tomfuckery. And now he's fucking the shit out of Butch in the corner.
This is spiritual successor of one Drew Gulak.
Oh my goodness, this match absolutely. Oh, Shorty,
Into the ankle lock.
The Shorty lock. The Shorty lock is locked in. Shorty lock is locked in, middle of the ring. Pete Dunne. Oh, damn it.
Oh,
Short end of the stick.
Look at that. Chad Gable proving once again how American made is the best way to be made.
well, you know what? We invited him into this tournament for a reason. Congratulations to Chad Gable. He moves on to the second round. Ladies and gentlemen, our semi-main event for the evening, contender versus contender. And of course, we've already explained this a little bit, but Athena, the first ever Mrs. Break the Ceiling, which guarantees her a title shot whenever she wants, with the stipulation you must declare it 1 week in advance. And of course, Athena picking up a victory in the first intergender match in OCW's history, defeating Gary Steele, who will become the internet champion next week. Why does that match connect with every fucking thing we do? I swear to God. Anyways, Athena, 1-0 since coming back, but Zoey Stark, her opponent. Stark has a win streak that stretches back to before the hiatus. Zoey Stark, if you ask me, because this is just fact, is the hottest star on Pride right now. I don't think she's lost since debuting. If so, it's only been maybe the one time. Stark even has a victory over Miss Break the Ceiling. And of course, we know Zoey has a date with Bayley at Phoenix Rising. But you have to wonder what's going through Athena's mind. Do you think maybe Athena declares that she's cashing in and making a triple threat? That could theoretically make things easier because you don't have to pin the champion. There's another person in the match. But when it comes to a triple threat, you really, really gotta play your cards right. So I mean, you have to wonder: is the risk worth it, or do you think Athena waits for the one-on-one opportunity? We do not know.
I mean, technically speaking, your odds are kind of better in a triple threat match because that's when you have the opportunity to kind of sneak your way in. Even though statistically, math-wise, that's not true because obviously 33% compared to 50%. But if I'm Athena, I cash in for a match after the match. You know, there's no saying like, yeah, I'm a competitive fair circumstance, so yeah, get your one-on-one match. But guess what, bitch? You got me right after.
Very true. And Zoey Stark, the only moonsault that seems to work for anyone is the safe one. As a standing kind of falling moonsault hits right there. Zoey Stark. I mean, again, Zoey Stark has been nothing short of impressive since coming to Overdrive Pride. She was a late signee, like right before Supremacy, but she's shown up. She has done the work. Z360 getting her victories, and ooh, she got some height on that knee drop. Zoey Stark trying to steal a victory. Oh, whoa. That was like a 2.6. Round that up, that goes to 3, but rounding up does nobody any good in OCW. And speaking of the W, Zoey trying to tap Athena out on the W. Athena crossbody. Picture perfect. Both these women showcasing their superb athleticism. Now Athena, some joint manipulation, something we haven't really seen too much of from her. But Athena obviously been around for a while, very versatile athlete. And right now she has full control over this match.
Absolutely. Miss Break the Ceiling has had a very impressive career here in OCW so far, honestly. Definitely more wins than losses, and each showing has been impressive. Oh. Slap after slap. What will she do next, though, is the question. Obviously, her top rope finisher, the O-face.
Oh, my goodness.
What a power.
Oh, and the fans already loving it. Zoey Stark already back up. Woo! She came crashing down from the top rope, but she's already really there. And a nice back bot. Oh, is she looking for it already? Zoey Stark's trying to... Oh, okay. I was about to say Zoey Stark trying to put it to bed. But she was just posing for the free finisher meter. Zoey, oh, that's a hard kick out. What? Well, this is unscripted. Oh my God, what? Mia Yim, obviously upset she hasn't been booked on 2.0 quite yet. I don't know her beef with Miss Break the Ceiling, but whatever it is real. Eat defeat.
So, ref, you just saw that and you gonna call him ass? What are we doing here?
Zoey crawling to the cover, and she's tired. She wore herself out before she could get the cover. Athena is lifeless. Mia Yim came out of nowhere.
Alright, this is how you fuck your leg up.
Oh, Zoey, a safer landing that time. Oh, could she be?
Alright, wow, this is the show you're running? This is the kind of show you're running here on Overdrive Pride?
Bitch, she is safe. She did that safely. What do you mean, what kind of show I'm running?
I'm talking about the fact the ref didn't DQ fucking Zoey when she saw Mia Yim and hit this bitch with the finish.
I don't know. Maybe she's got an ailment. I don't know. I'm not in charge of screening these fuckers. I'm just as mad as you are, but I'm trying to stay composed.
Insane work. Athena, that would never happen on my show.
It fucking will, and I will laugh. And then you'll make excuses being like, well, it's only the first time, unlike on Pride where it was 17 times. I know your game. We've been doing this this is the 32nd time we've done this, not counting pay-per-views. I play a dumbass on TV, but I'm slightly less dumbass in real life.
All I know is couldn't be me.
Anyways, referee the count of 6. And Zoey Stark not able to capitalize on that Mia Yim run-in again. You have to wonder what Mia Yim's beef with Athena is. Of course, Mia Yim, has had, a number of matches here on Pride, but hasn't been able to break through.
DDP. Hating on another successful black woman is crazy work on Mia Yim's part, but, be like that. Oh. Frog splash.
Picture perfect splash. Here's the cover by Zoey. The cover.
1, 2, kick out. Even when people out here cheating, Athena says, not today, bitch.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, that might be it.
Z360!
Z360.
And this is probably it.
1, 2, 3. And she got slapped in the head by the referee. What the fuck? Yo. Terrible work environment.
And Zoey Stark, the winning streak continues, showing that for right now at least, she's the superior contender. And Zoey Stark,
what a giant superior contender, my ass.
What?
But it's just a giant.
She's beaten Nina twice.
No.
Twice.
There's a giant asterisk. There's a giant asterisk.
1 + 1, Elias. Jesus Christ.
1 + 0. 1 + 0.
Jesus Christ. What is it with you? What is it? This is why you need the fucking pills, Elias. You're seeing things. You're saying crazy shit.
You're not.
It's
you're
okay
not
to get old, Elias. It happens to us all. I have gray hairs. You don't see me bitching about it.
You're not gonna act like she didn't just blatantly cheat, get away with it, and then still almost lose.
We don't know
fuck
who
that.
had anything to do with what. You know.
The point is, the rules of professional fucking wrestling, whether that person wants to help or not, when one individual interferes on another individual's behalf, whether it's for their good or not, and that other individual is targeted and that other person isn't, that's a DQ in favor of the targeted individual. Athena was targeted by Mia Yim, whether that was for Zoey or not. Mia Yim caused Zoey that match. The winner should have been Athena. The ref saw it. Shitty ref. She's getting fired today.
Well, that will clear up some cap space. Do what you need to do, honestly.
It's like Wichita all over again.
Alright, this is nowhere near as bad as Wichita, but speaking of Wichita, two men whose history...
Where the fuck even are we? Every time we go to one of these shitty ass pride shows in one of these bumfuck ass towns,
we perform
bullshit happens. Where are we?
Mean?
No, not all the time. That's not true. It's not true at all. If you ever watch professional wrestling, Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown are only in the same town the week of a fucking pay-per-view or the week after. They're not always in the same place. This is not true at all, and you know this. All right. Matter of fact, Glory was just in Miami, Florida. We had a great time. I went surfing. I met this really nice young lady. And now we're in what bumfuck corn-fed town are we in right now where the screw jobs keep happening on Friday?
We're in Fort Lauderdale. We'll call this the Fort Lauderdale fucking.
Fine.
All right. Now we got a name to it. Now it's a historic event. Fuck. This is the Kevin Nash commentary, because if he was commentating Thunder, he would say shit. He would say shit like that. He would see like, "Hey, the Fort Lauderdale fucking. I'm amazing at this." I mean, that's how he commentated Thunder, and it was fucking awesome. Anyways, we're getting off topic. Fucking, it's main event time, all right? And I'm ready to see two dudes kill each other.
Moose wins in 15 seconds.
Honestly, I kind of hope that too. That would be pretty sick. Of course.
With a headbutt.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, as we've gone over the history many times, Drew McIntyre was part of one of the first official trades, in Overdrive history, coming over here from Glory in exchange for Adam Cole, who took the place of Evil, who unfortunately at the time was having travel issues. McIntyre, his history is strange because he came on the scene. He helped out Seth Rollins for a little bit. Of course, Rollins initially guaranteeing that Moose and McIntyre would be the only two guys fighting for a contendership spot. Once Rollins, managed to actually fucking keep the galactic title, because he can go to trade the back and forth. But of course, Rollins, turning his back on a fair fight, interfering on McIntyre's behalf, and then taking care of McIntyre, and when McIntyre got the one-on-one shot. McIntyre disappears for a little bit, and Moose is angry. Takes down a couple of guys in open challenge. Then finally re-earns that opportunity at a galactic title. Of course, defeating Gunther in last meet standing, but Moose unable to seal the deal, when he actually got that shot against Rollins. From what Moose told me, he said that when McIntyre lost and quickly went away, Moose didn't sweat it all that much, because McIntyre had to cheat in order to beat him the first time. So Moose, he told me that he already knew he was a lot better than McIntyre was. However, when McIntyre announced he was coming back, all that anger he had suppressed from Wichita came rushing back to him. You have to remember, Moose put Wichita behind him. He stayed focused. He stayed on course. He got his championship opportunity. But now the anger of that, plus all the anger that came back to him once McIntyre announced he would be coming back, that, Moose tells me, is why he went after McIntyre to kick off Pride 2.0. Of course, McIntyre not happy about being jumped. These two nearly destroying my office, but ultimately I told them, I'll give you 5 matches at most. Settle it in the ring, and sell me some goddamn tickets.
Well, I mean, if Moose knows how to do anything, same thing with Drew McIntyre. It's how to sell tickets.
Absolutely.
Every time Moose comes out on TNA, you hear that Moose chant, regardless of how big or small the crowd is. And with Drew McIntyre, when they heard Broken Dreams at Cash at the Castle all those years ago, ecstatic. And then they didn't bring it back full time because they're stupid.
I really thought Drew was going to be the one to dethrone Roman. I thought Clash was it. Well, here we go. The crowd on McIntyre's side to start off. Of course, crowd liking both these guys. I don't know why, but ladies and gentlemen, best of 5. We are underway now. A little stipulation I added into the best of 5. This first match, of course, being a singles match, because, you have to start off proper. But a stipulation is that whoever is down in the series, meaning whoever loses tonight, will get to pick the stipulation for the following match. So if someone's down 2-0, well, if they want to come back and win 3 straight, they get to choose stipulation for at least 2 of them. And McIntyre, of course, he got powerbombed into the concrete a few weeks ago, powerbombing Moose straight into the mat. But yes, that stipulation was added, to help out the guy who's down just a little bit. But of course, everything's pretty even when you got 2 guys of this Herculean size. I don't know what the fuck McIntyre was trying to line up for. He might still be concussed from being speared into the garage door.
Claymore trying to end it early. Ours with the corner. Kick to the dick almost.
But again, I gave these men 5 matches because I knew one match was not going to be enough. These two absolutely fucking despise each other. Animosity on display at every moment. Look at the stiff jabs. McIntyre's getting in there, but Moose coming right back. Stiff kicks and jabs of his own. Whoa! That was the largest sliced bread I've ever seen. Oh my God! Moose with the moose salt. Holy shit!
Well, somebody had to hit one.
And it was Moose with the moose. It was the moose salt. It wasn't the moon salt. That's the difference. Moose might as well add both those moves to his oh my God.
Moose up top.
There's no way.
I'll probably do something stupid.
Oh my God!
Cross body.
These 2 men bringing out the absolute best in each other. Moose reaching so deep into the bag he didn't know it went that deep. Not knowing it's one of those D&D items where the bag is just an infinite dimension. Which is the best kind of item, by the way.
Stomp to the gut. Stomp to the arm now.
Oh, McIntyre finally getting back up, finally countering. And these 2 men out near the barricade.
McIntyre.
Maybe use it to their advantage.
Hardest weapon in all professional wrestling.
Referee at the count of 6. Of course, if Ty Dillinger was in the ring, it would be 10 already. That'd actually be really funny, like, if in a match, like, the ref was a huge Ty Dillinger fan. So, Dillinger throws somebody out, and then the ref immediately goes, 10! And then rings the bell. I'm surprised they didn't do that. I could see Sean Spears doing that. That'd be really fucking funny.
Oh, drop down.
Oh, the athleticism of McIntyre! A drop kick.
No, it wasn't a Claymore. It was,
no, not quite, but the animation looked the same. Oh, what a counter by Moose.
Probably looked at that powerbomb, but countered by Moose back body drop.
Oh, these 2 men absolutely destroying each other already. Oh, wait. Oh, Moose. Oh, picking him up. Oh!
Moose swinging him. Senton. The power of Moose.
Uh-oh.
Or is he looking for it?
Moose.
Super close. That'd be the shortest spear of all time.
No, it wouldn't be a spear. It
No.
would be the sit-out power bomb.
Cover. 1, 2.
Oh!
McIntyre kicks out.
And again, Moose used that move to drive McIntyre into the concrete the other week. But that's not going to be enough. Fans giving this the fight forever chant.
Trying to chop down the redwood that is Drew McIntyre.
And these guys
Couldn't
won't
think of a Scottish tree in time.
These guys won't fight forever, but they'll fight for a while.
Ooh, there's that elbow.
Woo!
I honestly thought he was going to kick his head in right there.
And both men going for a chop at the same time. McIntyre wins the exchange.
Offense by Drew McIntyre.
The fans are in a frenzy right now. They are loving this. McIntyre pulling no punches on the stomps. Uh-oh, he might be calling for it.
Drew.
No, not yet. Oh, what a slam.
Middle row. Calling for something.
Watch him just do fucking Panama Sunrise. Ah, damn.
No,
that would look so fucking cool. McIntyre.
I don't even think
Future shot.
Oh, future shot.
Moose.
I don't even think Drew can hit a fucking Panama Sunrise.
Uh-oh. Moose is in a bad position. 3, 2,
3, 2,
1,
1.
Claymore! Oh! But wait, can Moose reach toward the rope?
Claymore
1,
hits.
2, 3! McIntyre wins match 1.
Finally, straight up win for Drew McIntyre against Moose.
And McIntyre making an early statement, going up 1-0 in this best of 5. But remember, Moose will now get to choose the stipulation for their next match. These two brought the intensity in the main event. Very proud. Crowd was on their feet the whole time. And again, you could just see the animosity between the two in that match. Moose pulling out his athleticism, reaching deep into that bag of tricks. And McIntyre not laying off the gas. Brutal punches, brutal stomps, and in the end, a brutal Claymore. 3, 2, 1 led to the 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre is up 1-0. What an incredible match.
The second best of series in the history of OCW caps off its start with Drew McIntyre going over Moose. Big meaty men bumping meat, in the words of Big E. And not bad.
Second best is crazy, considering that number 1, that was only the first match. And then number 2, Gable got, as you once put it to me when talking about the Sixers, sweat.
I said the second ever. See? You out here trying to be confrontative.
Well, yeah, because I'm a hater. I hate.
Which is wild work. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be. And while you out here hating, you got people getting jumped in the back, people interfering in matches in front of the referee and not getting disqualified. Sloppy, shoddy work.
Listen, maybe if you put at least 1 extra 0 next to my budget in the fucking profit meeting, things would be different. But no. Things are the way they are. What do you mean?
You gotta earn the extra 0.
We're 50-50. We're fucking the EVPs. Earn my ass. We both earned it.
All I know is when I talk to Greg in meetings and I go, "Hey, Greg, I need this amount of money for Roman's pyro." Guess what happened? Done deal. Also, I got a pyro lady.
You got him the fucking gig.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm friends with Greg, and Greg has a lot of money that he wanted to invest in a wrestling promotion, and he just wanted to be the video guy. Maybe you should make better friends. All right, I have Sunday brunches with Diesel Dave. Like, me and Greg go play racquetball every week.
I have friends, you just don't know.
Even them. Ryan, the intern, who's now Ryan, the announcer / 1/5 owner of the company.
It's fucking crazy.
Me and him play golf once a month. Now, we haven't played since the lawsuit because he's a dick, but we'll work past that. You don't provide great environments for our fellow employees, and that clearly is a you problem. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Overdrive Pride. Great show. Can't wait to see what's going on next week. But on Glory, Edge versus Gary, match of the century.
That's what Gary's gonna win. Gary's gonna win. I have full faith that Gary's going to win. And then everything you have planned is going to go to shit. And I'm going to laugh, and my brand will be saved. Gary will be champion. Everybody wins next week, except for you, which means that everybody wins. Everybody wins.
Even if Gary wins, I still win because Edge is the greatest internet champion of all time, and there's no way anyone else will come close to getting 10. Because your division is booty cheeks when it comes to holding that title. It's a great division with a guy with good competitors, but when it comes to holding on to that belt, John Moxley has moved on. He's in the United States Championship picture, and eventually the Galactic picture, which means you have no credible men in that division when it comes to holding on to what's precious.
Shut up!
Okay.
This whole shit. You literally fucking worked me into a goddamn shoot. You realize that, right? You worked me into a shoot.
What I'm good at.
God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna try. Yeah, we should get off the air so I can Google search how to strangle a flat object and also how to subdue the tentacles. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another week of Overdrive Championship Wrestling programming. Of course, if you want to support us, you don't have to, but if you want to support us financially, go ahead and support Subaru TV on Patreon. Of course, we are a subsidiary of Channel 69, but if you want to be a freeloader, listen, we've been freeloaders all of our lives, or freebooter, I should say. We've been freebooter all of our lives. We get it. We just appreciate you watching. Anyways, I'm going to go yell at this guy more off screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Stanley Brewer. This guy's an asshole, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye.